You're on the road going somewhere. Your mind drifts. You think about stuff. Dumb stuff, wacky stuff. Like this fairy tale, which plays out on the higher elevations of the Kingdom of Kirkland in the Shire of Rose Hill. I labored mightily to expunge the ranunculus from our precious strawberry bed. Yeoman's work indeed, but the activity has a palliative effect on me, and I was in dire need of such. Though not likely to fill the gaping divot in my treasure store, yanking the nasty weeds made me feel like I was accomplishing something. After hours of digging and tugging, I hauled a bucket of the awful stuff to the waste bin. Ranunculus, a singularly unpopular weed, is also known as creeping buttercup. It should be called creepy buttercup, for the way it spreads, and spreads, no matter how many times it is pulled from lawns, gardens, and strawberry beds. It is said that the evil weed can reproduce many times over from its rhizomes and stolons. Its seeds can sprout even after 20 years. Truly, Ranunculus must have been spawned by unimaginably deep and dark magic. Such thoughts ran through my mind as I straightened my back and breathed heavily. My arms and hands ached from the constant clenching and pulling. I had been told that there is a magic potion that is said to cripple if not completely destroy Ranunculus. The potion, however, comes with its own deep dark threat. At best, any who attempt to use the potion will be ravaged by disease even as the relentless weed endures. At worst, the potion kills any living thing that it touches. So clench and yank, clench and yank. Inside me, I was feeling a bit of relief from the post-traumatic stress of grand and sweeping, though ill-timed and executed, layoffs. Outside, my fingers, hands, arms, back, and buttocks were so sore I feared that I may not rise again. But rise I did. I turned to leave, and then I heard a voice say,
"Good, sir."
I turned back toward the bed. The voice seemed to have come from the gnome figurine placed there eons ago. Did the brow of the figurine just move? I stepped closer still. When I was nose to nose with him, the gnome smiled and relaxed from the upright pose he normally maintained. "Holy buckets!" I exclaimed.
Indeed, that is a holy bucket you wield, O killer of Ranunculus.
He politely paused while I rearranged my sense of reality to accommodate him. Was he really talking? And moving too? Or had I been out in the heat and drizzle too long, and the moisture seeped in and rotted my brain? In situations like this, I have found that all I can do is play it out and see where it goes. And so I did. So, you've sat in our strawberry patch all of this time, stiff as a statue, and now you decide to address me? What is your purpose, your motivation, your...
Be at ease, good sir. I do not stand here all the time. I go about my usual life when unobserved and return to my station as needed.
You miss my meaning, gnome. What I was asking was...
Some call me Strawberry Gnome, or Strawberry, but I prefer that you call me Berry.
Fine. Berry it is. So, Berry, why have you chosen today to make yourself known to me?
Here is, as you humans say, the deal. The Ranunculus Monster holds a prisoner precious to me and my kind. A princess of such high-minded virtue she is close to the angels, or would be if we gnomes believed in such things.
So you don't believe in angels, but I'm supposed to believe in your monster and princess story?
Truth is truth, Martino.
Wait, how could he know my name? The easy answer is that this is all an illusion, the product of my own psyche tortured by long hours of pointless labor followed by an inglorious dismissal by those superior to me in title only. But obviously that could not be. No virtual or augmented reality intervened, and yet there he was, ruddy skin, red cap, and all.
Yes, I know your name. You hear lots of things wandering about the Shire. But let's get to the heart of the matter, or as you might call it, the pitch. What was it I was saying? Ah yes. Princess of great virtue, beauty that makes all who see her weep for joy, and be shot through with hope for a better world. But the Ranunculus Monster holds her prisoner and keeps her in a state of perpetual sadness. When she cries, and she's the sensitive sort, so it happens a lot, he collects her tears. And by some mysterious and dark alchemy uses them to produce diamonds and gold.
I started to say, perhaps vapor deposition, nuclear bombardment. In today's market, the prices of these treasures would not be enough to justify.
Sir, we are not talking about your world. Stay with me on this or we'll never reach the end.
Which is?
I need your help to rescue the princess.
But I am a married man, and happily so.
Why do they always do this? I suppose a lifetime of fairy tales is to blame, conflating rescue with, shall we say, romantic coupling. You are only to rescue her if she happens to want to couple with another member of the rescue party.
For instance, you, says I with all the sarcasm I could muster.
Her choice, of course.
Ah, so you're recruiting me for this adventure? I asked, unsure of how I wanted him to answer.
Recruit is too coarse a word. Think of me as your agent.
Barry, my financial position is such that I cannot afford to embark on any venture that does not, how to put it, involve remuneration.
A bargainer. Fine. If the nobility of the quest is not enough, you may take as much of the diamond and gold as you can carry.
Now, in my most sly attitude, I asked, what would you have me do? More to the point, what would you have me do that you cannot do yourself?
You're part of the way there already. When all of the ranunculus has been expunged from the bed, the monster will appear. That tool in your hand. You must thrust it into his
heart?
Anus. If you strike him in the heart, he'll just die. The Ranunculus Monster anatomy is configured so that the brain, by way of the brainstem, is connected directly to the anus. A thrust to the anus will change his mind, his attitude. He'll go from being a greedy, heartless beast to a creature more in tune with nature. There are other details of his transformation, but in short, he'll become happy with what he has.
I expressed my one last concern. But a creature capable of making gold and diamonds is surely capable of removing a tool from his ass.
I am told that the change is permanent, even after the tool is removed. Come to think of it, the influence of the monster on your world affects things like, what do you humans call them, reorgs, and layoffs? A thrust into his dark place will make them go away.
With new energy, I straightened up. Barry, I can avoid this quest no longer. Lead on. For those of you who must fight the Ranunculus Monster on your own turf, seek the notes in the description section. They contain all of the knowledge about creepy Buttercup that Barry and I discovered on our quest. Feel free to leave your knowledge of the monster in the comments section. Movies by Martino.
Small movies.
Big fun.